Welcome to the Notary Educators with Kimmi Podcast. Hosts Kimmi and Jeff Nunnally, along with Alexis Franklin, share expert insights to help you launch and grow a successful mobile notary business no matter what state you are commissioned in. Learn how to become a top-notch loan signing agent and get answers to common notary questions. Explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training library, plus live weekly online coaching sessions with courses on general notary work, wedding efficient services, remote online notary, ink fingerprinting, apostille, translation services, and I-9 completion. Notary Educators, LLC is your one-stop shop for notary training. Tune in to the Notary Educators with Kimmi podcast and subscribe to the Notary Educators with Kimmi's YouTube channel also for more tips. Take your notary business to new heights.
Notary Educator, what's going on? What's up on this Friday? We are out here in these notary streets again. I'll let Jeffrey say hello.
Hey, everybody. Hey,
hey.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's still morning.
Yeah, morning.
Okay. He's saying good morning. So he's driving, so y'all know what we do. We'll let him talk a little bit, but safety first. Safety first. So for those of you who may be spanking brand new to notary or to me, I am a notary educator. I teach people nationwide, notaries that is, how to start their business. And actually not just notaries, actually. I have people that buy my my specialty courses, because you don't have to be a notary to do wedding inspections. You don't have to be a notary to facilitate apostilles. I recommend it. I'll tell you why. If I remember, that's not what I came on here about. And then field inspections, you do not have to be a notary for that. Hey, Miss Liz, what's up? So you don't have to be a notary to do all these additional services, actually. So I always say I train notaries nationwide, but actually I train other people too. Because again, we do a lot of specialty work that you don't have to be a notary, but they often ask us as notaries to do it because we're trusted. We've been certified by our states. We have E&O insurance, or we have been background checked. So let's go. All right, so today I came on to do a little training / talking about shipping. Whose responsibility is it to ship the packages back? Who pays for the shipping? Okay. Hey, definitely not. Hey, Bryce, how you doing, my friend? What have you been up to, Bryce? What have you been up to? How are things going in Texas? You still in Texas? Bryce been rocking with us for a long time. What's up? Always good to hear from you. So yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about shipping, start about how to start your business. You can feel free to ask those questions too. But really quick, I get that question a lot with Kimmi. Whose responsibility is it to ship the packages? What's the process with shipping? So when it comes to shipping packages, typically it's gonna go it could go any number of ways. Let's just be clear. I was gonna say typically, but there's nothing typical. A few ways it can go though. If you have a signing, sometimes the signing company or a direct company will mail you the package. They will mail you the package. Oh, definitely. I'm good. Notary life has been great. I'm so happy, Bryce. I have to share. He was one of my one-on-ones that I did. We did a little mentor session with, and he really has been knocking it out the box. He really has. That's great, Bryce. No news is good news. If I don't hear from you, that means you doing some things. Great. Hey, Miss Willie Pinnell, how are you, my friend? Look for me live over in the notary community later on tonight. I'm gonna go live over there, Miss Pinnell, and I'm gonna tell you guys about the community too in just a moment. Bryce says this week was slower than usual, but the low key needed a slower week. I understand what you're saying. I was loving my snow week, my snow time. I ain't lying. We had 2 weeks. Your girl was loving it. Okay, we had 2 weekends. I even binge watched a show on one of them, and it took me till yesterday. But I'm so proud of you. Bryce been with me forever, so he could vouch for the training and stuff. So let's get back to shipping now. So direct company will ship the packages to your address, okay? and then you just take the package to the client. That's one way, okay, shipping works. Or sometimes you're doing a split signing. That means you're doing half of it. Another notary will do the other half of it. When it comes to shipping that package, you as a notary will ship it. Or there are times when that other client will have their own set of documents if it's a split signing. And again, a split signing is you're in one location, the other signer with one of the signers, and the other signer is in another location with another notary. So, for example, Jeffrey and I just so happened, I'm over in Hawaii living my best life. For some reason, Jeffrey couldn't make that trip. He's here in Georgia, but we got a signing that needs to happen. The person in Georgia will sign with him. I will have my document signed over in Hawaii. Okay, that's a split signing. Another thing with shipping, I get a lot of, does it have to go back the same day? Does the package after the signing is completed, does it have to go back the same day? And the answer would be 95% of the time, yes. When I finish that signing, that document, that package is going out to the company via UPS or FedEx the same day. And that they will let you know that too. Sometimes in your instructions, it will say package must ship by 5 or package must ship before end of business. Now, when they say end of business, in your mind, you're thinking, oh, whenever I finish doing all my other signings, I'll get to it. No, when they say end of business, they mean we want the package back typically by that last shipment. Okay, so you need to be in tuned. Feel free to drop your comments, guys. You need to be in tuned with your shipping center, okay? With your shipping center. So in my area, my FedEx last drop off is 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. Now I have one FedEx that is, one UPS is 7 o'clock. So you need to know this for your UPS and your FedEx, because some of your packages are going to go back UPS, some of them will go back FedEx. So you need to know both, okay? So our FedEx location is a hard 5 o'clock. UPS, most of ours are 5 o'clock, but we do have one hub that's the main location. If I get out in Decatur, I can get out there as late as 8 o'clock and it goes out the same day. But I don't want to do that because it's an extra 45 minutes from my house, okay? So you need to know the hours of your locations. You need to know what time is the cutoff. So those are things that I teach you that, especially in the loan signing course, that you have to be aware of, okay? Because if you get in the habit of figuring, and again, you don't want to forget, those documents are just laying on my seat. I'll get to it when I get to it. No. Those documents need to ship, again, typically same day. And if for some reason you cannot get them out same day, let's just say the signing is at, you need to let them know, you will not get this package tonight at 5. You need to let them know, hey, the signing is at 4. I will be able to drop it first thing in the morning, okay? But communication is key. Communication is key. And they know that if you have a signing at 4:30, it's not going to be able to ship. That's why they have you do scan bags, okay? We'll do a whole nother video on scan bags. But that's why they have you do scan bags. So for those of you maybe brand new, again, just listening, scan bags is when they have you send back a copy of the document or a picture of it, and you scan it using your phone or actual scanning machine or something like that, okay? So the signal is a little wonky. I see it's saying redirect, or reconnecting, whatever. So we are in the country. I think I would love living out here, but at this age, I kind of like to at least be by the Walmart. So we kind of way out here. There is a Walmart around here, but this is like country roads. And I like this kind of living, you know, because I'm from the city. So I do like the quiet. I really do. We have some friends in the Carolinas that we go visit. And we would go there just to sit on their porch and just chill out. And I don't even live in the country like this. And I don't live in a city like Atlanta. But I like quiet time. I do. I don't mind just sitting and watching the dogs run, you know, in their yard, or the squirrels or something like that. Sit on the porch. So let's talk about mentorship right quick. Yeah. So what is the Notary Business Success Community? I get that question a lot. So our community is just that. It consists of your training and your actual mentorship. So you don't have to pay two separate things. You don't have to pay for your courses and then join mentorship. It's all inclusive. So we offer two all-inclusive options, okay? All-inclusive means, and I'm going to tell you what they get. They are all-inclusive in the sense that they both come with all of your course options, right? They both come with meeting weekly. We meet together as one team. We also do little pop-up calls like I'm doing later on tonight. But our hard, firm date that we meet is on Monday nights. That's every Monday at 7 p.m. If you can't make Monday, it's not a big deal. You can always just watch the replay. So you also get access to the community 7 days per week. So 7 days per week, there's somebody in the community willing to kind of talk to you. We have a help feature where if you're actually working on an assignment, we got you. You just put it in the little help box in the community and someone's going to assist you. Okay? So it's just an amazing plan. So we have two entry points for you. You have a $27 option or a $47 option. Now the $27 option consists of like your 5 core courses that you need. Your $47 option is going to get you the whole kit and caboodle, and that includes everything you need in order to like do the specialty work too. It includes the whole specialty library. Your apostilles, fingerprinting, field inspection, mystery shopping, etc., etc. Yep, and you can join today. Start right now. The moment you hit pay, you can access your courses. You don't have to wait for anything or anybody. I don't have to send you a special link or nothing like that. Immediate access. Immediate access. And people have been loving that part of it, because sometimes you sign up for something and it's like, well, let me send you an email in 24 hours or 48 hours. I'll get back with you. Nope. The moment you click pay, you are in the club and in the community. Let's go. So yeah, just click join now and you get immediate access to everything. And join the community and come on and introduce yourself. Just start posting right away. Hey, I'm Sally and I'm from California. So we got notaries from all states represented. We got Cali, Nevada, Oklahoma, Georgia, Michigan, Tennessee, Illinois. So we got a nice variety in there. Texas, we got a lot of Texans in there. A lot of Texans. So if you have any questions about your notary business, don't be shy. Ask now while I am here. Did you want to add anything, Jeffrey? Well, hold on. Jeffrey wants to talk. Hold on.
I thought about it was something about just like Kimmi was mentioned before, you need to know your area. If you have a signing, and she's going to we'll talk about it another time about your scan backs, but all that's got to be timed, meaning when the time of your signing, where you need to, if you're going to, how you're going to scan it back. Now, if you happen to have a portable scanner, then that's great, and you want to bring that with you and your laptop or whatever so that you can get everything situated. You got to be able to get a good internet connection, so you got to think all those things through. If you're gonna, if you know where your signing is at, and let's say you're taking it back to FedEx, usually they have Wi-Fi that you can connect to, so you got to plan all that out. It just depends on when your signing is. If it's at later in the day, afternoon, then you may not have time to go back home. If you have a FedEx near your home to scan, we have a portable scanner, and then we have a desktop scanner that I leave stationary at home. So that way, depending on where the signing takes place, then we can organize how we're going to get that package back. But you always want to make sure that you've planned your day and your signing so that package, so the information can get back to where it needs to get to in a timely manner.
That's an excellent point.
So it was something else, but I can't remember. one other thing about the what you call it, the recordings, the videos. When you start watching a video or one of our trainings, you don't have to start over again. Let's say just like you watch Netflix or Amazon, and you stop at a certain spot, it'll pick up where you left off at, and then it'll let you know when you're finished, because we're using Kajabi as a means of that's housing everything. So it's a nice program or a nice setup, a user interface, and you're able to see where you left off at. You don't have to feel rushed in order to complete your training or to go through each session. And preferably you don't want to rush through it, and under the guise you're going to blitz it, because you're probably going to forget something. So we'll talk at another time about the succession of events of what recordings you should watch or trainings, but just as have it in mind.
I'll talk more quick a little bit about that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, so Kimmi can explain more about what should take, what's step one, what video 1, 2, 3, so that you're not just jumping all over the place, so that you're building on top of, just like your wall or construction, you have your foundation, or you have to dig, you got to excavate your land, and you got to do your foundation, then you build your structure, and then you start work, you build on top of that. So she can explain more about that.
Yeah, those are some good. The courses, you got your Notarize Like a Pro, which is going to teach you how to properly notarize. That's included. I'm going to go with what's included in the basic for 27 now, because the 47, you get everything. So, but you can take your time and read the website, because it's very clear. What you see is what you get. But with the $27 one, you get the Notarize Like a Pro, how to start your notary business, also how to price your services, and how to price your services. I was just trying to read that comment. Hey Tammy, what's up? Tammy says, yeah, please feel free to ask your questions, please. Tammy says, Kimmi, did you mention something about the scanning app? There is a scanning app you can use. Something called Lens is one. Microsoft Lens. You can use that. Typically, like Jeffrey was saying, we use our personal scanner that we have. But if we have like a 1-pager or a 2-page, even up to anything over 10, I'm typically using my mobile. But I've seen people use their cell phone for 150 pages, because sometimes you just got to get it done, okay? And you may not have a scanner, so you got to do what you got to do. But that Microsoft Lens app is the best for me. Me and Jeffrey love that one. I also have another one called Scan App, I think. Is it Scan App? That other one, that old one I use? Cam Scanner is another one. But when you start doing larger packages, I don't recommend you try to do that, because you're bound to miss something. You got to take your phone and go beep, 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 beep. That's true. And also, like Jeffrey said, the signing company may not want it like that. They will have a fit if you keep sending them, like you got a 20-page package and you send them 20 files. Hey guys, don't do that, okay? If you don't take nothing else from this video today, do not send one by one. They will not like you, okay? They will not use you again, okay? They're gonna talk about you. They may not blackball you, but because it ain't that serious. I don't know. Some companies do not play. Because I had one lady, remember that time she kept, I had one lady, she just kept on, can you resend it? Can you resend it? Can you resend it? And I was like, what is she talking about? And finally, we was able to get it, because we had our scanner. We was at FedEx. I'll never forget. And she just kept saying, can you resend it? Can you resend it? And I was just like, what? So anyway, but typically do not keep sending on 1 page, 1 page, 1 page, 1 page. You need to send on one PDF file. They want to be able to just like scroll down, whoop, and look at those documents, okay? Any other questions before we get out of here? So check out the mentorship program. Again, you have 2 entry-level points. You can start immediately, 27 or 47. And I'm going to do another favor for you guys today, because sometimes I get people say, well, Kimmi, I'm not ready for mentorship yet, but I want to get notarized like a pro. Or, but I want to get, Tammy cracking up. You're welcome, Tammy. Or So I'm gonna give you a coupon code of Friday. Coupon code Friday. Today is Friday, and you can get 70% off whatever course you would like. Not the mentorship, but 70% off any course. So the apostille course, wedding officiant, fingerprinting, mystery shopping, any of those courses you can get 70% off. Use coupon code Friday, and you can use it more than once too, because I forget to say that. And all the things I'm talking about is at notaryeducators.com. That's right, notaryeducators.com. All right, so you can get everything I'm talking about over there. There is a beautiful free resource section too. A lot of y'all paying for your EIN number. You don't need to be paying for that. I got the link right there for you. You need to know more about an LLC before you start going down that rabbit hole. I got the link there for you. I have a notary supply list that's really amazing. I spend a lot of money on that. But it's a really nice supply list, because you don't have to buy all your supplies from all these expensive companies. You can get them right from Amazon. People will tell you, no, you can't buy your supplies on Amazon. They're not any good. That's where I buy all my supplies. The only thing I bought from the internet is the small stamp. But when I got it, it really wasn't even that small. So I use the rectangular stamp instead of a round myself. Some states you may have to have round. I think Tennessee. Don't quote me. But other than them, if it don't have to be round, I like the rectangular because it fits more documents. That round stamp is really hard to get on all documents, because a lot of documents don't leave you a lot of space. They just don't. Thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. So what, any other questions before we get out of here? See, we got some people just joined us. Anything else while we are live in the house? If I don't see you over here, I will see you over in mentorship. I'll give y'all a few more minutes to decide. Don't be shy. If you shy with me, you're going to be shy trying to get your money out there. And if you don't talk, you don't eat. If you don't talk, you don't eat. We are in that kind of business. Somebody just put in my group this morning in mentorship, I need to get more business. I'm like, what are you doing for advertising? You know, people think, well, I'll just put some cards out, you know, or I'll just send out a couple flyers. Sometimes you got to get out there the old-fashioned way, shaking hands and meeting babies. Hey, I'm Kimmi. I'm a mobile notary. I would love to come and service your clients. I know they cannot get out. Booyah. How about that? Okay. And it's really just that simple. You don't have to go in there with nothing up to do. No, just keep it real. Show your face. I always say smile, go on with intention, let them know what you're there for. And they may push back and say, well, we already got a notary. It's okay. And sometimes I go in there and already overcome that objection. I'll be like, you know what? I know you may already have a notary, but just in case they can't make it in one day, or just in case they're sick, because that happens all the time. I get phone calls and they're like, oh yeah, I went to UPS, but the notary's sick. Or I went to the bank, the notary's out. Or I went to the bank, I had to have an appointment. So I don't take no too easy. We got to really work through it. We're going to push through that no. Why? Why is it no? Now, sometimes it's got to be, right? Sometimes a no got to be a no. But most of the time, your girl don't do no too easy. I'm just built that way. Ford tough. That's what we say up from Detroit. West side. Okay. We just don't do no like that. We gonna make a no into a yes. What can we do to make this thing happen? Okay. I even do that with my clients. Now I'm gonna stay within the law, and that's why you got to know your handbook. Because sometimes it's like you telling your client, no, I can't do that. No. But then you go back and read your handbook. It's like, oh, you know what? I could do that. So it's not that we're always trying to be, we're not going to be sneaky. We're not going to be doing nothing that can cost us our commission. But knowledge is power. I had a little lady earlier. She goes, yeah, hold on. Somebody just sent me a message. I'm sorry. Oh, I had a young lady earlier. She was like, well, in Georgia, we can't do this, we can't do that. I'm like, well, who says you can't? But I ain't had time to really get into the whole conversation with her. But no, knowledge is power. You need to know. Just because somebody tell you no doesn't mean it's always a no. And I always use the illustration about taxes. You know, there was someone a few years ago, they only paid $750 in taxes. People went ballistic. But why? Because they knew the tax code. They know the tax code. You gotta know. Knowledge is power. And the lack of it can cost you. The lack of not having proper training, proper mentorship is costing a lot of y'all money. I get text messages and emails and stuff all the time. Kimmi, I didn't take a job because I didn't know what to do. Or I'm reading in Facebook groups. I didn't take a job because I didn't know what to do. Or they trying to post the job that they should have been preparing for and getting planned for and everything. And they didn't plan, and now they got a job offer. It's like, let me put it in Facebook and see, can they help me? What? That's not how you run a business, guys. That's not how you run a 6-figure business. That ain't how you run a $45 job, okay? Ain't nobody gonna pay you $50 and you don't know what you're doing. Now, they may pay you that one time, but they're not gonna call you back. So what we teach is how you learn this business. And the first thing you gotta learn is properly how to notarize. A lot of people take issue with me saying that, well, we teach you more than how to, how to just, wait a minute, how do they say? Because I didn't quote them 1,000 times. We teach you more than just how to notarize. But I already know, if you don't know how to notarize, you ain't got no business. And you ain't got no business doing business if you don't know how to notarize. Now, after all that, I can teach you how to market. I got a whole beautiful marketing course. It's beautiful. So I got a marketing course, pricing course. I got all the bells and whistles. But I already know if you don't know how to stamp that paper, you ain't got no business. Let's see what Shantae is saying. Hey, Shantae. Shantae says, I've been watching for over a year and I'm joining the mentorship and I regret not joining sooner. I'm in PA. Well, come on through PA with the cheese steaks. No worries, Shantae. That's what I always tell people too. Take your time, honey. We're going to be here, God willing. We want you to start as soon as you can so you can start making your money. You can start learning this business. But we're going to be here, and you're not the only one. I had some people say, I've been watching you for 4 or 5 years, Kimmi. And they finally just, took a leap of faith. And I know some people are nervous too, because there's so many different trainers. Who do I trust? What am I going to really get out of it? So we understand all of that. So we're not mad at you, honey. We're going to be here again. We've been here, and we are there to help you get it done. So yeah, come on through PA though. PA in the house. So we'll be looking for you, okay, Shantae? And again, you can join now and you get instant access to your courses immediate, okay? I always say set up an account with Kajabi so you can have your password, because a lot of times people, I lost my password. Well, just set up an account like everything else. Is nothing weird about, like Jeff said, it's a very easy system to navigate. Also, you want to download the mobile app for Kajabi. You want to join the community. It's an instant enroll though, so when you enroll in the community, it's instant in the community. When you enroll in Kajabi, you're instantly in the community. So just click that button also and just say, hey, I made it. We'll all shout you out and stuff. And we meet every Monday night at 7, like I was saying, Eastern time. You got access to all the replays. And then I'm going to go live tonight. So I do these little pop-up encouraging thingies and let people just, we meet past the Monday night. Because for me, Monday to Monday is too long. I kind of like to get in my community and just say, hey, what y'all doing? What's going on? A little extra accountability. So like right now, I'm on my way to an assignment that me and Jeffrey have, but that's why I have to do it when I can. But I plan to have a few minutes tonight. So I usually don't schedule those. I can't say, well, look for me Friday night at 6. Like even my lives on YouTube, people say, what time are you going live? I can't really put a time to that because I actually run my own notary business too. So I do it when I can. Like right now, I'm en route to the business. And that's what happened. Now this is off topic, but when I realized I need to start going live more on my YouTube channel, again, because I run my own notary business. I'm running Notary Educators. We got a lot going on. And I got 2 other YouTube channels. Those are my hobbies. Just in case you didn't know, one is called Healthy Life with Kimmi, where I document my weight loss journey, which is actually going great. I've been doing workout videos, guys. So this is my hobby over there. So it's Healthy Life with Kimmi. And then I have Creators Club with Kimmi, where I'm teaching people how to actually do content. If you're interested in starting your own YouTube channel or learning how to sell ebooks and courses and all of that, So that's Creators Club with Kimmi. So feel free to join both if you want to. We got a lot of people, so let's get back to topic. Notary. But check out my other 2 channels if you want to. They're interesting too. If you like to hear me talking, because I like to hear myself talk. But if you like my stories and stuff, join me on them other 2, because we be cutting the food over there too. Anyway, so we got a lot of people that join. I want to make sure I get everyone's questions while I am live. Anybody else sitting on the fence, starting mentorship, thinking about it, been watching us for a while, anything I can add a little clarity to for you about the mentorship program? Because I am getting ready to get out in about 5 minutes. We're going to get us a cup of coffee before we get to this appointment at 1 p.m. We're actually a little early today. All right. Anything else? Going once? I'll give you a couple minutes to type. And if not, I'm going to look for you over in mentorship. Or maybe I may go live tomorrow. Sometimes I go live on the weekends, depending on, again, what I got going on. Everything is based on my notary business and my life. And that's why many of you need to really think about getting your own business going, because it allows you flexibility. See, I'm still working. People laugh and joke. I always say we work 7 days a week, 365. We don't work 24/7 though. But they laugh, and we left for baby shower one time. It was hilarious. And my friends were like, "Where you going?" It was raining and stuff. And they were like, "Where you going?" And I said, "We going to work." I said, "We work every day." And they cracking up laughing, right? Do you think I care? I'm laughing all the way to the bank. If you don't work, you don't eat. Okay. So we waited until they popped the thing so we could see if it was a boy or a girl. And I was like, we got to go. So we walking out the driveway. And I'm like, well, they go ahead and pop that thing. So they ended up popping it. And it was a girl. It was a little girl. Yeah, she's so cute. But because I wanted to go to the shower. I wasn't not going to go because I had a job. But the job, I always make my jobs too around my life the best I can. Like right now I got a job on Monday. And I got another client. He was like, well, can you come in 9 or 10? I'm like, no. I will see you at 11. So, I said my first appointment is at 11. I don't typically schedule us the 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock hours because we're just at a point in our life where we work when we want to go. And we're late owls when it comes to work. So me and Jeffrey will do jobs at 7, 8 o'clock at night. Now, his preference is to stop at 5. And mine is 2, but if somebody call me, you know your girl gonna get the money right. So his preference is 5, and mine is 2. But typically, if somebody called me, and I think on paper we're open till 8, because I did change it to 5 at one time. And then my niece, Alexis, who's one of our other trainers, she was like, "Auntie, you leaving money on the table." And when she said that, I was like, that's all she had to say. I was leaving money on the table because she said a lot of nurses get off at 7, so she was having a lot of her clients at 9 and 10 o'clock at night. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, you missing out on the nurse money. So then I started opening up a little bit later, so we're open till 8 on paper. And somebody called us, like I said, we'll do it. So we're more late owl people. Again, weekend people. We could do only 9 to 5, but that's when the banks are open. So people don't really need me 9 to 5 unless they go to a nursing home. So that's the reason why we open later hours. We're open on the weekends. Religious, I am. So we don't play. I mean, we cannot afford to. Jeffrey and I, we like to eat. Look. Yes. So, so we are going, Jeff. We are going out and get our paper, okay? So that's all I got for you. I see we got a few more people. This is my last call. Anything? Just keep going. We typically travel within 20 minutes, like about a 20-minute radius, either any direction. 30 is my max typically. Anything over that, I'm like, I'll go, but I don't want to. It just depends. So the more and more you grow your business, you can become a little more particular. Now, like I always say, we've driven as far as 2 hours away, so we will go wherever you need us to go. Okay, guys, a few more seconds, because so many people hopped on today. The other day I went live. I don't know what happened. It wasn't a lot of people. And since there's so many of you, if you have a question while I'm here live, feel free to ask it, because like I said, when we pull up in the coffee place, I'm about to go. All right. Nothing? Okay. Well, I guess y'all good. So check out notaryeducators.com for all things notary, okay? See you guys on the flip side. Bye. And much success to you.
Thanks for tuning in to the Notary Educators with Kimmi podcast. We hope you found today's episode helpful and inspiring as you build your notary business. Don't forget to explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training notary library for more resources to expand your skills and services. Stay connected with us on YouTube at Notary Educators with Kimmi for even more tips, tricks, and industry insights. Be sure to subscribe and share this podcast with others who want to succeed in the notary field. Until next time, keep growing and learning, and take your notary business to the next level. See you soon! Don't forget, for all things notary related, visit notaryeducatorsllc.com.